Thank you. Medical experts say cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women each year. And statistics show nearly 50% of women over the age of 20 are currently living with some form of it. That's why we're teaming up with the American Heart Association for the Southern Coast Go Red for Women Luncheon today. WSAV's Ben Singer is emceeing the event, starring several members of our news team. He's live for us this morning from the Savannah Country Club on Wilmington Island. Ben, good morning to you.
And Ben, good morning to you. Yes, we have our red on. The party has started as of just a few minutes ago. We have DJ Barry there, though she's not going to play music until I'm done so you can hear what I'm saying. But so this is what's going on right now. We have the silent auction portion of the event on this half of the ballroom here at the Savannah Country Club. And then the program is going to be over this way as Jensen works his way back around to the tables. And it's a nice educational program every year. There's also a few fun touches. ViStar is the presenting sponsor this year. We have Luella Sanders with us from ViStar. Thank you so much for being here with us. What was it important for your company to be involved in this organization in this way?
So we've been involved with American Heart Association for many years, but this year we are the presenting sponsor of the Go Red Luncheon for Women. And the reason why we have been involved for many years is that it's so important for us, #1, to get involved when we go in the community. We want to partner with different organizations that align with our philanthropic goals. And we know that it's important. Women's health is important for our communities, and that impacts all of the different funding priorities that we have, military and youth. And so we know that this goes directly in line with what we're trying to do, and it's important for us to make sure that the message gets out about the importance of women's health.
And let's talk about the message that you all, I know you've done a lot of work with the team here at the American Heart Association Southern Coast to sort of drive home the central messages that we want people to reach people with today. So what are those?
So one of the main messages that we want to make sure that women understand the importance of heart health, because a lot of times we get information about different cancers and things that, of course, those are very important, but the #1 killer is heart disease. And we want to just make sure that women are aware, because a lot of times women don't know they even have heart disease. So even for myself personally, just by the information that I've received, I did some research and I did a coronary calcium score exam, and that actually shows you if there are any calcium deposits and things that you need to be aware of. And so it's a simple test that you can go out and take. It costs $100. You can go and get that, and you can see if there's any issues that might be lingering that you're not aware of.
So the learning caused you to take action and for your heart health. Awesome.
Yes.
Luella Sanders
Absolutely.
with ViStar. Thank you so much. We're going to send it back to the studio now, but look for more to come from the Go Red for Women luncheon coming up tonight on the 4 o'clock news.
All right, Ben, we most certainly appreciate it. Enjoy your time there this afternoon. Like you said, we'll have more on the event this afternoon, beginning on First News at 4. Making headlines this morning, though, a blockade of Iranian ports by the U.S. military ordered by President Trump remains in effect. The measure was put in place to force Tehran to open the Strait of Hormuz and accept a deal to end the war that has raged for about a month and a half. Robert Sherman is tracking it all for us from Tel Aviv.
Central Command saying this morning that the U.S. naval blockade of Iranian ports is in full effect, releasing this new statement which reads, "A blockade of Iranian ports has been fully implemented as U.S. forces maintain maritime superiority in the Middle East. An estimated 90% of Iran's economy is fueled by international trade and sea. In less than 36 hours since the blockade was implemented, U.S. forces have completely halted economic trade going into and out of Iran by sea." In terms of what that looks like, we've seen a small number of ships being able to transit the Strait of Hormuz in its entirety over the last few days here. Although the U.S. Navy says that their objective is to not cut off total flow of traffic going through the Strait of Hormuz just into and out of ports, we see that the transit numbers are well down from before the beginning of Operation Epic Fury. Still, the United States Navy standing by, saying nothing will get past them, remaining ready in case they are called upon to escalate the situation again. Meanwhile, Iran not backing down. Their president saying, "We are not seeking unrest. We understand that we should not go to war for our country to improve, but at the same time, we understand that if we are attacked, we must stand firmly and not bow to them."
That was Robert Sherman reporting. The United Nations says they remain optimistic that there will be a return to diplomacy in the coming days by having conversations with the mediating parties, namely Pakistan. However, the United States, Israel, and Iran all remain on standby in case the violence resumes.